Hello everyone, it's me Harry, and today is day 2 of my Mediavent calendar, where I take a look at all sorts of different things from my massive physical media collection. And today we're going to take a look at the Lionsgate Home Entertainment DIC DVDs. So this was during a time when DIC had separated from Disney and became re-independent again, and so in 2001 they signed a new home video deal with Lionsgate, and this deal didn't last very long. There were only 14 DVDs released, and there were a few VHS releases, but they were mostly the same. But I have almost all of them. I'm only missing the Mummies Alive one, which I've been trying to look for years, but I've not been able to find it. So here is almost all of them. So we're going to start off with Sabrina the Animated Series, Sabrina's World. So this alongside the Mummies Alive one were the first two of these DVDs to be released, and they were both released on August 28th, 2001. So this has 4 episodes of the Sabrina cartoon, and it also has some segments featuring Melissa Joan Hart, who played Sabrina in the live action sitcom as well. And these were called DIC Easy Play DVDs. So they'd have episodes, a trivia game. Like some of them had Spanish language tracks. There were subtitles, trailers, etc. And they all had Inspector Gadget on them, teaching you how to use the menu. So they're all on YouTube. So if you want to watch them, then there you go. The thing with these DVDs is that they do not explain what the episodes are on them. They just describe them with like little bits of information sourced with them. But this one has You Said a Mouseful, Tale of Two Kitties, Key to My Heart, and What Becomes of the Broken Hearted. Both in different segments. So the first two episodes are part of the Salem's World segment, and the last 2 segments are part of the Sabrina in Love segment, which were the VHS releases. So once the second episode finishes, it shows the credits, then goes on to the intro, and then it starts the next segment. So they're both on the same DVD. And then here is the DVD itself. So these DVDs, well, they're reflective and shiny, and you can actually see, and if you reflect them to the light, then you can actually see through it. So that's kind of cool. Next up is Madeline Manners. So this was the first of the Series 3 Madeline DVDs. It was released in September 25th, 2001. The VHS version, I think, came out a few weeks earlier, but there you are. So this of course, has Series 3 Madeline episodes on. Got the spine. And then on the back, it's got 2 episodes. First one is Madeline's Manners, and the second one is Madeline and the Show-Off. And it also includes Sing Along with Madeline and her friends as a bonus feature that appears after the episodes. On the VHS version, only the episode that's showcased in Sing Along with Madeline and her friends was a separate release. There was also Madeline's Halloween Spooktacular on VHS, but that was not released on DVD. Only this one was. Which I think is kind of a letdown, because at the time, you get the idea. And then here's the disc. All of these discs are shiny, by the way, so just felt like I'd add on to that. Next up is Madeline at the North Pole, the only one of the Halloween DIC DVDs, Christmas DIC DVDs that were released on DVD. There were a couple of others, but this was the only one that was released, and it was released on October 16th, 2001. So once again, Series 3 Madeline episodes. It's got Madeline at the North Pole and Madeline at Santa, which are both part of the same story arc. And the DVD version, this one, also has Madeline and the ice skates. But it's not described, description of it's not described on there. It's only described on the thing where it says on top as a bonus episode. So by then they stopped including Spanish subtitles on these with the Madeline DVDs. And there you go, you got the disc. So the other VHS releases were Inspector Gadget Saves Christmas, Sonic Christmas Blast, and Jingle Bell Rock, which all had the specials on them, so they were only about 30 minutes each. And then next up were two releases that came out on November 8th, 2001. Action Man in Space and Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego Time Traveler. So we're going to start off with Action Man in Space first. So this is also another release that combines two parts together. So it combines Action Man in Space, the VHS, and Secret of Action Man. Once again, you get, of course, you get 4 episodes. There's no live action segments on this one. In fact, the Space Wars VHS from Sterling doesn't even have them either. But it has, well, obviously it has 4 episodes on. So, Action Man in Space has the episodes, hopefully if I get these right, Spacewalk and Skynap, Spacewalk and Peril at Perigee, whilst Action Man in Space, well, I'm actually getting confused right now. I think, yeah, Action Man in Space, I think, has Spacewalk and Peril at Perigee, whilst Secret of Action Man has Space Wars and Skynap. So, you get the idea. There we go, we got the disc. So once again, it's the same kind of thing. It was its first DVD release in the UK and on VHS as well. And then here's Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego Time Traveler, which is a feature-length version of a 3-part episode. So of course you get 3 episodes. And it also comes with a demo for the Carmen Sandiego Treasures of Knowledge PC game as well, if you put it in your computer. And this one has the episodes Labyrinth Part 1, Labyrinth Part 2, Woman of the Year 2101, and Labyrinth Part 3, When in Rome. There was also Carmen's Revenge on VHS, but that was not released on DVD until Sterling released it in 2003 under a different name. Hey, this one's a bit weird because you can barely see the logos if you don't shine it to the light. All you can see is the thing being all reflected. And then on January 29th, 2002, we got Evolution, the animated movie. So this, at the time, this was the most recent DIC cartoon to come out alongside Mary-Kate and Ashley in action. But DIC had full rights to this one, so of course they released it through Lionsgate. And it has the 3-part survival episodes under a feature-length format. So it's marketed as a movie, but it has the 3 parts combined together with no title cards and all that. Once again, you get all the usual stuff from the that you see in the Lionsgate DVDs. So there we go, here's the disc. And there we are. Next up, on February 26th, 2002, we've got 2 video game related ones that I did a review on before, a couple of years ago. Sonic the Hedgehog Supersonic and the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Mario's Greatest Movie Moments. So Supersonic has 4 episodes on. Supersonic, Sonic and Sally, Sonic Racer, and Sonic Boom. So Supersonic was on VHS, had Supersonic and Sonic and Sally, while Sonic Racer had Sonic Racer and Sonic Boom, the same ones that the Disney VHSs from 1994 had as well, surprisingly enough. That's kind of weird. And they're once again split into separate parts. And there's also a bonus episode on there, Sonic and the Secret Scrolls, that you get if you complete all the questions on the trivia game. So yeah, pretty cool if you ask me. You get technically 5 episodes. And then on Mario's Greatest Movie Moments, which was released on VHS as Mario's Monster Madness and Action Adventures, you get the ones on the top are the Mario's Monster Madness episodes, Count Coopula, Koopenstein, and Koopzilla. But what is kind of weird is that Koopenstein and Koopzilla are actually swapped around on the real release, so it's sort of misleading on there. And then the Action Adventures one has Robo Koopa, Toad Warrior, and Raiders of the Lost Mushroom. And then it calls The Legend of Zelda The Adventures of Zelda. Like, I'm guessing whoever made this cover probably never even played a Zelda game or something. So you get Kiss and Tell and The Missing Link. Kiss and Tell is on Action Adventures, Missing Link is on Mario's Monster Madness. And then on the DVD itself, it does the Action Adventures really stuff first before it goes on to the Monster Madness ones. And it also has another exclusive episode, The Adventures of Sherlock Mario. Here's the disc. So there you go. Nothing much to say about that one. It is kind of infamous though, because Cinemassacre showed it off. And then next up, on March 26th, 2002, 3 more Madeline DVDs came out. Let's start off with Sing Along Around the World with Madeline. So this is the second of the sing-along releases, and this one got a standalone release, weird for some reason, but there you go. So it has, once again, the rest of the songs from Series 3, and it also includes Sing Along with Madeline and her friends as well. The VHS version only includes this one. Still quite cool if you'd ask me. Then we have Madeline at the Eiffel Tower. So this has 3 episodes, or 2 on the VHS. So you have Madeline at the Eiffel Tower and Madeline in Versailles. Whilst the bonus episode is Madeline and the White Lie, which is, of course, advertised on the back on there. There you go, it describes all of that. Then here's the disc. And then there's the expanded version of Madeline's Manners called Madeline's Best Manners. So this is technically just a re-release of previous episodes. It's the same with the VHS one as well. So you have Madeline's Manners and Madeline and the Show Off from the existing from Madeline Manners. Madeline in the Ice Skates from the Christmas one. And a new episode that's not been seen on the other ones, Madeline and the Tea Party. Madeline on Stage was released on VHS as well as part of a rental release or something that had the sing-alongs on that was only sold at Blockbuster stores. So there you go. The VHS one has all 4 episodes, so it's an extended release as well. So yeah, pretty cool if you'd ask me. Oh, and I've not forgotten to mention, here's the disc. Next up is, and then last but not least, we have released on April 23rd, 2002, The Wizard of Oz Rescued at the Emerald City and Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century, The Fall and Rise of Sherlock Holmes. So on this, here's Wizard of Oz Rescue the Emerald City. And you get 3 episodes on this one. The Rescue of the Emerald City Part 1 and 2 combined together. And on the DVD you also get the episode The Day the Music Died as well. Okay, here's the disc. And then for Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century, this release I have is actually a Canadian version. So you can see it's got a Canadian rating, and there's no Trimark logo on it. It just has the Lionsgate logo on it and all that. And then it has, once again, 3 episodes. So you have The Fall and Rise of Sherlock Holmes, The Crime Machine, The Hounds of the Bakersvilles, which all make up the first part of it. And the bonus episode on this, seen on the DVD, is The Sign of 4. And then and the Canadian releases do not have the shiny covers, they actually have artwork on it for a change, but they're the same releases, there's no difference at all. So anyway, so that's day 2 of my Mediavent calendar finished. Hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for day 3.